Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Happy Friday. I hope you've all been having a truly wonderful week so far. I am going to start off today's reading by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. So if you would like to transmit your energy to the reading in a more powerful way, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Thank you as well to all of you who have been sending me healing energy and good vibes at this time. I have been feeling a little bit under the weather this week, as you know if you listen to my last few readings, but I am feeling tons better today. You can still hear it a little bit in my voice, but I am doing a lot better. My voice is definitely a lot stronger, and I am just really happy to be back on here with you all on this beautiful Friday during a very intense eclipse season, where we are being literally bookended by two eclipses, one that has already taken place and one that is coming up. And of course, if you are feeling any specific or unique impacts from this eclipse season, I would love to hear from you in the comments under the video. I always say this, but really one of my favorite parts of building our beautiful community here on YouTube is that we can share experiences with each other. And I really believe that that helps us to feel supported and uplifted, both literally and energetically, so that we don't feel so alone on this journey, because it's very normal to feel isolated, to feel as though wherever you've been planted in the world, wherever you are at this time, that you are on your own, which of course is never the case. You are always supported and guided, both spiritually in the energetic realm, as well as literally. There are many others like you, similar to you at a soul level out there. It's just that very often we are planted in places where the frequency of our soul seems to be very different from many of the people and things around us. So let's see what cards I can pull today from the Energy Oracle cards deck to get us started here. What do those listening to the reading need to know most at this time? Okay, so we have the solar plexus chakra reversed energy. And I'm actually feeling guided to read a little bit from the guidebook here, which I don't do very often. But I'm picking up that someone could be feeling a bit low energy, or as though they've been a bit scattered. The guidebook also says you may have been feeling very fragmented lately. If this is the case, it's time to become more centered and single-minded. I'm also picking up from this card that you might be feeling this way because, energetically speaking, there may be a lot of different people or energies that you've been feeling pulling on you, either consciously or subconsciously. When there is a lot of activity taking place around our aura in the quantum field, this can actually cause us to feel distracted or to feel a little bit of low energy, simply because even if we have no conscious reason to attach to these feelings of lower energy, on the subconscious energetic level, we could be very active or busy as we may be engaging with a lot of different people or energies subconsciously, quantumly, so to speak. The interesting thing about this as well is that when you are someone who shares or carries a very high vibration, you do tend to attract people into your life, not just physically, but also in the quantum realm, energetically, that want to engage with you very frequently because they want to exchange with that high vibration. And that is why it is so essential to be really mindful of where you are draining or giving your energy, and to set boundaries so that you can focus that energy in creative, productive directions that satisfy you, that fulfill you, that bring you a sense of joy and peace and purpose in your life. Now, if this is something that you'd like me to speak on in other podcast videos, I would love to talk more about this, because many people think of being someone who is an empath as being someone who attracts in a lot of other people into your physical life who want to engage with you or tell you their life story or share a lot with you emotionally. And this is only part of the equation, because as someone who is highly sensitive and carries a very high frequency, you will get energies that want to engage with you at the quantum level as well. So again, I would love to speak more on that in a later podcast video. But for now, I just want to leave this point by saying that many of you might be affected in this way at this time, meaning there may be many people who are desiring to connect with you, desiring to engage with you in a highly subconscious, highly energetic kind of way. This could even be coming through in dreams or daydreams. So for example, I'm hearing intrusive, like you may feel as though there is someone or an energy or multiple people who almost seem to intrude on your meditations or intrude into your dreams. This won't be for everyone, but for some of you, you may find that it's difficult to find that center of peace without a particular person or energy seeming to kind of present itself to you. For example, you may be meditating, and then once you start to reach that meditative wavelength or frequency, you might start visualizing or suddenly seeing this person pop into your mind's eye, your third eye. This can actually be a sign, by the way, that this is someone who is very much quantum connected to you at this time, that is engaging with you very heavily, if not physically, then at that energy level, meaning they are thinking strongly about you, feeling strongly about you, wanting to connect with you. This is really interesting. There might even be a specific person doing this to some of you. This could be someone romantic in your life, someone platonic. I do want to see who this person is, because it does feel almost like a very specific person or energy coming up for some of you. With rest and rejuvenation upright, I'm hearing allow yourself to rest, to fully come back to your center, particularly to stabilize your third eye, to get back into that state of intuitive groundedness and knowing, because I'm getting that someone I'm picking up on here may have been feeling a little bit, again, drained or distracted or chaotic lately. And so someone's guides here are really reminding them that taking that time to rest and rejuvenate can be a way to really stabilize yourself energetically and come back to your center. This felt like a little bit of a side guidance message for someone, but I'm actually getting another message from this card about that specific person that we've been sensing coming through, particularly in possibly your meditations, your daydreams, your sleep time, your dream state. This person is regrouping themselves. So they actually might not be that talkative or that active with you in the physical 3D world, because I feel as though this person is stabilizing themselves or grounding something in here. They've been really overwhelmed by something recently. This could be something in their life. This also could be the connection with you generally. I'm hearing taking a step back. So you may feel as though this person has taken a step back from your connection, or again, you may not have heard from them for a while. Let's see if I can get more information. Who is this person regrouping themselves or taking a step back? Action in the midway position. So between action steps, this is someone who may be appearing as very inactive in the physical world. This also could be someone who was not taking action on their intuition, because this is sitting on the third eye chakra. So it's almost like I'm getting a wave of chills. There's a highly spiritual energy coming through. That could be because there's some kind of soul bond between the two of you. And I will let you know if any more details about that soul bond specifically come through in this reading. But what I'm picking up is that it's like this person has been sitting on some kind of highly intuitive or spiritual information that they now know consciously, but they're not taking action on it. So this could be someone who actually has realized something about you. I'm getting that wave of chills again, about you or about this connection, but they aren't taking action on it. It's like their intuition is pushing them so strongly. And interestingly, I'm seeing this solar plexus chakra reverse card come out on their energy as well. I said that you might be feeling low energy, etc., but that actually could be empathically because you're picking up reversed or blocked solar plexus chakra energy from this particular person who seems to be feeling in a low vibrational state. This person actually seems to be struggling with a low sense of self-confidence. Why is this person feeling low self-confidence? Oh, because they're emotionally overwhelmed with Angel of Balance in the reverse position. What kind of emotional overwhelm is coming up for this particular energy? Truth coming to light. Attachment reversed, negative attachments needing to be released, specifically relating to people who may be physically around them with community, but also with door to spirit. This person is going through an awakening. So this is someone who I'm picking up, they're going through an awakening for the first time. Whoever this is, you are someone listening to this reading who has been through at least one spiritual awakening. Of course, we do tend to go through awakenings in levels and layers. It's like a process of peeling back the layers of programming that shroud that core soul frequency of who we really are at a deeper core level. But you've already been through probably several series of awakenings, at least one very big awakening in your life, whereas this particular person has never been through a spiritual awakening. This is their first major awakening, and I feel that it was sparked through something that they felt emotionally. So I'm getting that for many of you, this person's awakening actually was catalyzed by overwhelming emotions that they felt for you, or that they're feeling for you, that have actually begun to peel back these layers of what I want to refer to here as ego, as though that's very much a general blanket statement, and we can dive deeper into that. But there's something that you made them feel that is illuminating truth within them or within their life. Again, this specifically could be about people around them that is really painful for them to see. And that is why they're sitting here in this lack of action, because they are feeling overwhelmed here. So I'm getting a very strong and clear message that if there is someone in your life platonically or romantically that this is relating to, who seems to have taken a step back when it comes to you, this person is not avoiding you. They are avoiding some kind of pain that you've uncovered within them simply as a result of connecting to them. And I wanted to say loving them. It's like you showed this person some kind of unconditional love, whether it was through your words, your actions, just exuding the energy that you radiate. And this doesn't have to be romantic love. For some of you, again, this could be platonic. This could be a family member. But however this relates, the love you showed this person is literally sparking an awakening within them that they physically did not feel ready for. And so if they've taken a step back, it's not because they are taking a step back from you. They are really trying to regroup themselves because they've been feeling overwhelmed by this energy. Now, with Magician and the Mirror reversed, this is one of my top 2 twin flame cards in the deck. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame connection, although it very well could be for some of you. For others of you, this could indicate that you have been someone on a twin flame path, if that resonates. In other cases, if the concept of twin flame is not relevant for your personal spiritual journey, this can speak to some kind of imbalance in this person's internal divine masculine and divine feminine energy. It's like you are pushing them within themselves to set aside some kind of ego here and reconnect more with what I really believe to be their internal divine feminine energy. So their spiritual, emotional, creative side. And it's happening so quickly that it's actually been a little bit overwhelming to their physical system. So in the extended version of this reading on Patreon, I will be channeling more into what kind of emotions you are sparking or bringing up in this person. I will also be channeling more information about how they're really thinking and feeling at a deeper level, what kind of realizations they're having about you or about this connection that they've been avoiding acting on or avoiding actually physically expressing. So the link to the extended reading with those additional messages is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Okay, so now I am going to be opening up the reading to channeling any other messages that the collective listening to this video may need to know at this time. Okay, we have hostilities in the reverse position. I'm hearing make peace. So there may be someone connected to you energetically that wants to make peace with you in some way. So this could be someone that you had a falling out with in the past. This could be someone that you've simply just been physically disconnected from for some reason. This person has come out on the other side of some very dense karmic contract. I'm hearing it was something that you were aware of but couldn't go through for them. It was part of their soul's plan at a higher level with the strategy card in the upright position. But I do see that whatever karmic contract pattern or cycle this person was going through seemed to be preventing the two of you from being able to connect fully in the past. Again, regardless of whether this was platonic or romantic in nature. Now with the root chakra card in the reverse position, I see that a lot has changed in this person's physical 3D life since the two of you have last connected, and they're really wanting to, I'm hearing, to catch up or to connect with you physically to share how much they or their life has changed, or specifically how much they've evolved since releasing this karmic patterning from their life. Now, I don't feel necessarily this is the type of person that would use this verbiage, so they most likely wouldn't refer to this as karmic or karmic patterning that they've released. They would probably say that they've made positive changes in their life or become a better person. I'm channeling some of what I feel this person may specifically say when they do approach you or if they do connect with you. with walking away in the upright position, this may be someone that you chose to walk away or disconnect from because of that karmic patterning that was affecting them or affecting the two of you being able to connect. This also could be someone who, I'm hearing avoidant. They may have had a very avoidant connection or attachment style with you, or been avoiding facing something within themselves, which caused them to naturally avoid you in the past. But this person's third eye chakra has been extremely active, meaning the seat of their intuition, because many of these cards are actually sitting on the third eye here. I feel like psychically or energetically, you've sensed that this person wants to come in with communication. You may have seen them in dreams. You may have connected with them in the astral realm. You also may have suddenly had them pop into your head or had the urge to reach out to them. This could be because, in a sense, it's like this person is trying to manifest communication or connection with you for the purpose of catching up and sharing all of their growth, all of their progress. But I do see them a little bit nervous to come in here. I do sense that if you haven't responded to this person's attempts to manifest you, it's very likely that ultimately they will give in and be the one to reach out and contact you or communicate with you if you haven't yet heard from this person. But part of what seems to be holding them back, this won't be for everyone, but for those of you who this is some kind of romantic situation, they may believe that your heart's already with someone else. Again, this is very specific to those of you dealing with a romance kind of situation here. But with man holding a heart reversed, I'm hearing, I feel like someone else has already stolen your heart, or I'm concerned that your heart is already with another person. And they see you as a huge catch here because the angel of love is coming up. They see you as this really beautiful, almost angelic being of unconditional love. And because of that, it's like this person, it's like they're saying to themselves, there's no way that there's not someone else in the equation romantically. So again, if this is a romantic situation and they're feeling a bit nervous and hesitant about coming forward for that reason. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards and see if there is anyone else connected to you here. That was a bit of a random side message. Of course, do keep in mind that everything I channel here is energy. So you might find that two different energies relate to the same person, particularly in different energetic states of being. So very often, two different messages can relate to the same person in their healed and unhealed energetic state of being, for example. So I'm going to turn now to the traditional tarot and see what other messages we can pull through for today's collective reading. What else does the collective need to know? Okay, we have the King of Swords reversed. So for some of you listening, there may be a masculine who is in a very self-oriented state of being at this time. I don't want to say selfish because, of course, we're all selfish in the sense that we are self-oriented and yet completely connected to everyone and everything. That's the beautiful thing about learning to be connected to ourselves, is that we are actually, through self-connection, strengthening that connection to all people and things. But in very human terms, we could say that this person is blocked off energetically. So they are seeing themselves as very separate from others and not really considerate of other people at this time. I'm not sure why I'm getting this kind of energy. This may be someone who treated you or has been treating you in ways that feel very cold. And yet the strange thing about this person is they seem to be heavily thinking about you. I'm hearing like thinking about you obsessively, but treating you coldly. I know this is a very strange kind of energy, and this won't be for everyone. This could be a platonic or romantic energy, depending on the situation. But this person could be bringing up a lot of confusion for you because they are sending you a ton of energy, thinking of you really heavily. And yet when you actually engage with or interact with this person in 3D, they actually might come off as cold. This person's soul, their higher self, wants you to know that they are going through an extremely dark time. With the 10 of Swords in the reverse position, I feel like this person is going through something very heavy, something that they are struggling with alone. This feels very rooted in the mental and emotional realm. So this may be a very dark emotional pattern coming up for them. And this seems to be creating that wounding that is causing them to treat you with coldness, even as they are thinking of you extremely heavily. I feel like you have a lot of compassion for this person. I'm hearing you have a soft spot for them or a lot of compassion for them. And yet this dynamic is very confusing. The reason that you naturally feel a kind of compassion towards them is because at a soul level, at a deeper level, you can actually sense that they're going through something very intense. And with the Queen of Pentacles upright, this person sees you, Divine Feminine, in this Queen of Pentacles energy. They may have even expressed this to you verbally. If not, then this card sitting on the throat chakra can actually represent that you, Divine Feminine, are thriving because you have an open throat chakra. Now, I know I just referred to you as the Divine Feminine. That may or may not resonate depending on your circumstances or situation. This could connect with your internal Divine Feminine as well. But I am getting that most of you listening will be connecting in today more so with your Divine Feminine energy. So take that as it resonates. But I am picking up that you are someone who is thriving because you are very connected to your truth. And that is what this person sees. I feel like they are trying to achieve what you are achieving, meaning it's like this person wants to show up authentically. They want to have the kind of magnetism that you have. I just keep hearing they want something that you have. So there may even be a deeper level of subconscious envy coming from this person where even if it is a romantic situation, it's like they want your peace, they want your light, they want your ability to manifest or to connect with other people. But what they are being pushed to realize is that the way you are thriving, the way that you are manifesting in your life is by being connected to the energy of truth, of your inner truth, by doing that inner work on yourself, peeling back those layers, by shifting your frequency. Whereas again, this person is still trying to approach success or thriving from a very 3D based, action dominated kind of mindset without necessarily doing that deeper level energy work. So in that sense, I feel that your example is like a teacher to this person. But they're learning things the hard way in the sense that they are still struggling to release some of those old fear, very 3D based patterns. And again, there is something very heavy emotionally or mentally that this person seems to be dealing with as well. So in the extended version of the reading, if this is connecting, I will be channeling more into what this person might be dealing with emotionally, as well as how this situation could potentially progress moving into the future. We will be reading into future timeline potentials, although of course, at the end of the day, you are the empowered creator of your life. You are the one who has the power to manifest your life into being, to align with any timeline that you desire to align with. And I do feel that many of you listening are really embracing and actively exercising that beautiful power at this time. So Thank you so much to all of you who are here tuned into the reading. Of course, if you do feel a resonance here and you're interested in those extended messages that we spoke about throughout the reading, the link to that extended reading video is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. I will be closing out this first YouTube reading here with just one final 𝘠𝘰𝘠𝘦 oracle card. And this card is the all-encompassing hand. Interestingly, this is the number 20 card. And of course, today is the 20th of October as of when I am posting this reading video. Although all these videos are technically timeless, that is a very interesting synchronicity here. I'm getting 2020 as well, almost like your vision, your spiritual vision and intuition are 2020, as the saying goes at this time. Okay, so let's see what the guidebook has to say here. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath I feel, my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand, 𝘠𝘰𝘠𝘦. And the guidebook also says, this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you are now joining me in the extended reading on Patreon, the link to join our beautiful Patreon soul tribe is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love today. Take care, have a beautiful weekend, and I will connect with you here again in Monday's reading.